to fix this. Alright, what am I doing? I don't know. Alright. How do I fix this? I don't know. I got this all confused now. I am very confused. Oh. I'll be right with you.
But it's not as I would say
I can
it's a
fix
much
this.
more open question than the premise of the show would indicate. We can talk about the reasons for that. Wage gaps are tricky as well because the main thing that happened in 2020 is that lower earning workers bore the brunt of employment losses. And what that does is it removes them from the wage data. And so you often during recessions get this weird phenomenon where it looks like wages are rising initially during recessions because the people who had lower wages were more likely to lose their jobs entirely. So I think we just need to be precise about what we're talking about when we say inequality has grown.
Oh, that's breaking.
Does it mean something different
that's
when
lovely.
we talk about race and gender pay gaps?
Definitely, and this relates to some of what
this thing's breaking.
The low-income workers have really had the brunt of job losses in this pandemic, and those workers also are workers who are disproportionately women workers, disproportionately Black workers, disproportionately Hispanic workers, and those workers have lost a lot of their jobs. Related to the broad question of inequality, these workers also were less likely to have wealth to be able to sustain losses in income. So these workers already were in a precarious position, already were marginalized, were less likely to have access to resources to weather crises.
I guess this will work.
This crisis.
Chuck, what do we know so far about how people have been affected broadly during the pandemic? We know there's been job losses, but in terms of just access to work and wages, how much information do we have so far?
Well, we don't have all the data, but we do know.
Hello, anybody? Let me know if you're here.
Prior to the pandemic, I think it's fair to say that the pandemic that those were like the pre-existing conditions during the pandemic, and I think we've seen high wage jobs come back and rebound. The sort of Zoom economy workers are holding steady, but people who are low wage workers, and those are occupations like food, retail, small businesses that have been shuttered, domestic child care and elder care, those occupations are seeing huge surges in unemployment. That's very racial. Most of those workers are Black and Latino. So I think it's fair to say we're going to see, I think, an acceleration of inequality. As Kate pointed out, so many households.
That's a big new building.
Reserves. It was 2 years ago when we had the government shutdown and we saw just how many people were living paycheck to paycheck.
Cheaper gas in Elyria? What the heck? Never saw cheaper gas out here.
660 of them today. Their wealth has gone up over $1 trillion since a year ago.
Sophie, hello.
So we're seeing an upsurge of wealth at the top and growing precarity.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to Elyria, Ohio.
We don't have complete data yet. Are there types of inequality that you are concerned?
I should have put in there where I was actually driving to.
Well, so let me just say, I think the key thing that we need to really recognize, which is really underappreciated about 2020.
Dano.
I think policymakers did a terrible job.
I was stupid. I took a long delivery without thinking about it. I don't like canceling so anyway, long delivery. I'm from Cleveland normally. I'm in Elyria, Ohio, which is west of Cleveland, and I'm going to Willard, Ohio, which is southwest of here. There's the Elyria Courthouse, or the Lorain County Courthouse. Can you see that? It's a pretty magnificent building. Come on, people. What are we doing? Go, 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 go. Oh, it's about an hour drive. It's far enough, and especially in this kind of weather. My phone, all my phone mounts are breaking. The one on my windshield broke last night. I just noticed this one is breaking. I've got to invest in some really much higher quality stuff. Oh, jeez. Uh, yeah. Uh, nope. I sat down for a few minutes. Well, I don't know if I am or not. I mean, we got a bunch of snow. We got like a couple inches already this morning. They said it was going to let off, and then we're supposed to get a whole bunch more, like maybe 8 more inches. So I don't know how much more we're going to get. Oh, yeah, it's not paying enough, but I took it. I don't care right now. Just want to do something mindless, so I'm doing this. I do like to drive out here. Oh.
Have had to be really limited because of the pandemic.
Chuck, Forbes estimates that the world's billionaires have gotten $1.9 trillion richer during the pandemic. What's driving their wealth right now?
Well, I should say in the United States, U.S.
Yeah, this guy beeped at me before. Look at me. I just caught up with him. Where are you from, Sovi? Silas Sovi. I must know you. I just can't think of your name. Oh.
Main Street. So that's where the big surges of wealth are coming from.
We're talking about the wage
Oh.
inequality. Chuck Collins, director of the program on inequality and the common good for the Institute of Policy Studies. Kate Spahn, director of labor market policy at the Washington Center for Equitable Growth, and Scott Winship, director of poverty studies and resident scholar at American Enterprise Institute. Scott, as someone who studies poverty, how does news about billionaire wealth on the rise strike you?
Oh, I should have
Well,
gone.
what's interesting is that what tends to happen is that inequality increases during expansions, which are the periods that actually are where poverty declines and where the incomes of the middle class go up. And inequality declines during recessions. What typically happens is that there's a recession, stock prices and housing prices and fall. Um, the top actually sees bigger losses than everyone else does. And then the recovery starts, and the gains at the top are higher than the gains that everybody else gets. 2020, I think, is going to prove to be very similar to that dynamic. The recession was incredibly deep, but the recovery started very quickly.
Oh, I rarely drive out here in the daytime. I always end up driving out here in the middle of the night.
19% between the end of February and the end of March.
So I never get to see anything.
That kind of gain, which over the entire period is an 11% increase, is pretty consistent.
Oh. Northwestern Ohio, all farm country. Let's see if I can adjust this better. Let's see what's out there. I'll end up spending all the money I make today on new phone mounts, probably. Gotta buy some better quality ones. That's just, you have to pay for that. Oh, here comes a snowplow. Big yellow plow. There he goes. Oh, excuse me. Oh, did I miss my turn? I did that the other day. It never really took me out of the way. Silly boy. Oh, there's a big house. Somebody got money back there. Tractors. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Really should get a coffee. Oh. Yeah. Not making any money on this trip. I wasn't thinking when I grabbed it. Oh. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I think this is where I screwed up the other time. Still gets me to the same place. Oh yeah, we're in East Oberlin. Not west or south or north. We're in East Oberlin. Oh, oh my. Got the yawnies. I left my sunglasses somewhere. Oh, come on. Alrighty. Oh, yeah. Go, 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 go. They're going to get really far. They're going to get in front of me. Oh, big deal. Oh. Oh. Oh my. Stop that. Oy vey. Deer crossing. What I want to know is there like a radio station or some map that tells the deer that this is where they cross the road? Oh. Oh, I wonder if I had to stop and get some sunglasses if I can find some cheap ones. I left my cheap sunglasses at the cave. Oh.
Answers to questions. More at merrilledge.com/withinreach. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner and Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer.
Really? Dollar Tree. Maybe some of these places got some cheap sunglasses.
Kate Bond, Director of Labor Market Policy at the Washington Center for Equitable Growth. It's a left-leaning research and grant-making think tank. And Scott Winship, the Director of Poverty Studies and Resident Scholar at American Enterprise Institute, a right-leaning think tank in D.C. Scott, there were reports that tax breaks and the stimulus benefited big businesses the most.
Be right back. Don't go anywhere. baby. Cheap sunglasses. Those last glasses cost me $5. These only cost me $1. Hey, Baba.
Negative consequences.
Ooh, hello, everybody. Hi.
Not at all clear that gains at the top come at the expense of folks at the bottom. As I said, the periods when inequality is growing tend to be during expansion, which also tend to be better for the middle class and for the poor. So I think pursuing policies that would likely reduce inequality wouldn't actually end up benefiting the poor and middle class. And I think that's probably in the end what everybody cares most about, even if we disagree about the policies that would get us there. So I would tend to focus more on policy.
It didn't seem all that different.
Yo. Like those slick suckers? Yeah. This is something ZZ Top would wear. No, I already picked up. I'm driving now. No. I'm delivering now. I already picked up. Tired. Drove all night. Then I went back to the back cave, and then I ended up looking at the app, and I grabbed a couple deliveries. And then I grabbed this stupid one. Well, sit back and enjoy the trip. Oh. Let's see here. I lost all. It's not horrible, but there's sloppy stuff in the road. It'll suck you left or right if you don't pay attention. So back to paying attention to the weather, okay? All my stuff is breaking in the car today. Oh, hold on. I got to turn you around. That's better. Oh. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. I'm paying attention that way right now. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to be doing that a lot. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, my.
Classic rock, it is the end of the 10 o'clock hour of Open Along on President's Day 2021. We hope people have been through the large platinum doors at a classic cafe at noon. We still have a whole lot of new music for you. 30 minutes non-stop classic rock at the top of every hour. We got that lined up for you next.
Microban 24 protects against Staphylococcus aureus and Enterobacter bacteria, but does not provide 24-hour protection against viruses. Hear that? That's Microban 24, killing bacteria on your bathroom doorknob for 24 hours. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria initially, including the COVID-19 virus. Once dry, Microban is proven to keep killing bacteria for 24 hours. Touch after touch. Keep killing bacteria for 24 hours with Microban 24. This President's Day at eBay, we want to prove like new is better than brand new. So we're not only giving up to 50% off certified and furnished, but we're adding an extra 20% off the phone too. Because while brand new is nice, it's also twice the price. And if you don't like one of our like new products, they all come with an industry-leading 2-year warranty. So this President's Day, say goodbye to brand new and find certified amazing deals at eBay. Where good is new, just got better.
Shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. And throughout our history, it has never wavered. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Start your week off right with free coffee Mondays at Dunkin'. Rewards members can get a free medium hot coffee with any purchase. So whether that's heading off to this week's adventure with new Explorer badge, globally sourced with smoky dark berry notes in every sip, or readying up for what the week has in store with the full Cherries tucked to midnight, and intensely dark roast with hints of chocolate. Get a head start on getting things done with the free coffee from Dunkin' on Mondays for rewards members. Join today and order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Limited time to members. Excludes apply. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Uncle Nate here inviting you to the auto show going on right now at Kia VW and Nissan Streetsboro. Kia VW and Nissan Streetsboro has made car shopping fun again by showcasing the best inventory selection around. Bring the family to Streetsboro to see everything from Kias, VWs, and Nissans, and of course our Ferraris, Bentleys, Lamborghinis, and even Rolls Royce. You know I want your trade. You know Uncle Nate approved. You know we're side by side by side. We have 1,000 vehicles in stock. So come to the auto show today at Kia VW and Nissan Streetsboro. And don't forget, tell them Uncle Nate sent you. Uncle Nate here at Kia VW and Nissan Streetsboro, and we're scoring touchdowns left and right. You're busy? I'm open 7 days a week. Don't worry about your trade. I have to buy it. Not sure what your next vehicle is going to be? Perfect. So glad you said something. Kia VW and Nissan have over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock, and they're all in one place. Touchdown extra point Streetsboro for the win. It is car buying season at Nissan, Kia, and VW Streetsboro. Come join the winning team in Streetsboro today. Don't forget, tell them Uncle Nate sent you.
Slow down here. Wakeman, Ohio. Hey, Liz. Yeah, I drove all night. Beautiful Wakeman, Ohio. Of course, you'll have your small town east of Chicago pizza coming up on the left. Watch your speed limit. Pizza, pizza. Wakeman Police Department and Municipal Hall. There you go. Dollar General on the right. Sturk's Restaurant on your left. You're now leaving Wakeman, Ohio. Have a nice day. Go up here, make a left turn, and we'll drive down what I think is a really lovely road on a nice day. And I wish I could show it to you, really, but I can't. You like the new glasses? Cheap sunglasses, baby. $1. $1 holla. I left my $5 sunglasses at the house. I walked in with them on and forgot about them. As like I do normally, I forget about stuff all the time. All right. Oops, snowplow. Here comes the snowplow. There he is. Now this road will be a little more challenging. I'll show you here. This is country road here. This ain't like the other one. This is gonna be a little slower. Definitely not throwing a lot of salt down here, so I gotta slow it down. Still the fastest way. I get you guys there. So, talk amongst yourselves. Got about a half-hour drive. Nothing but farmland. Farmland and birds. Get out of the way, birds. I screwed up. I should have gone for a different delivery. I wasn't thinking. Wasn't thinking. Oh. See if I can pay attention up here. I can cut maybe a minute or so off my trip here. Make a turn a little earlier. Where's the stop sign? Not here. Stop sign. Does stop. It's so bright out here. I can't even see the phone. Where? Here's something I can't show you guys usually at night because, well, last few times I've been out here, they haven't had any of the lights on. When this place is lit up at night, it looks like a spaceship, like an alien moon base or something. It's pretty cool when it's lit up. It's a big grain co-op out here. Huge. They got a big railroad siding here. Out in the middle of nowhere here. Clarkfield Co-op. Sell your grain and get your propane. The Sunrise Cooperative. Sunrise Cooperative, Clarkfield Terminal, grain and propane. Get your grain and propane. Propane all around my brain. There we go. All right. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Oh. At least I was able to find the right color lens I like. I like the amber kind of colored lenses, not the green, dark green, blue, whatever those are. Oh. I might lose you guys if anybody's here. Typically out here, the cellular signal gets really bad. Usually the app out here area. Crack a window. There's a funky house for sale there. Way out here in the middle of nowhere. Alright, now we got some dipsy doodle twisty turns. They're real nice when it's a dry road. But this stuff, you better be paying attention. You will be picking yourself up out of a ditch. Definitely slower than a normal trip out here, that's for sure. Oh. Oh. when I get out here, I get some deliveries out here, so we'll see. We'll see. Let's see, we're getting close to where I need to do my early turn. Save me a little time. Let's see here. Oh, that's coming up here. Okay. I almost know it. I missed it the last time. School bus stop ahead. Clay's welding shop. This is like a weird place out here to have a big sailboat. It's a long way from water out here. Horsies. Horsies out in the corral with their blankies on. Big looking horses. Oh, oh my, excuse me. Just every time I come out here, I grab a nap. We'll see. We got some cars stopped up here. What's going on? What's the malfunction? Mail delivery, maybe? We're following a tractor. That's what we're doing. We're following a tractor. Oh, it's not a tractor. It's a backhoe. Excavator. I can't read that. Carry a little excavator there going down the road. Who knows what they're digging up? Oh, they got a big rig back there. Wow. There's a big high bucket truck back over there, like a 80, 100 footer. High power lines. Hello. Back in the woods there. All right, where's my turn of the road here? We didn't get the heavy snow yet. It's coming. The heavy snow is coming. Where's my turn at? Oh, there it is. Back to work. All right, we got to put you guys. Oh, should I go down this road? Oh, hold on here. Flip you around. Are you on this side? Yeah, I can't see a thing with all this snow glare. It's bright out here. I'm turning here. Oh, hopefully we won't get lost out here on this lonely country road. I'm just cutting over to another street instead of going down a ways and then coming back. I missed this turn the last time because it was in the dark. I was going a little quick. Quick, you say? I can see the road I'm going to. It's up there. I see cars. Not really sure where this road is. Pretty covered over with snow. Stay in the middle so you don't drive into the ditch. That's the trick. Big fields out that way, man. Wow. Big fields. Those I can see pretty far. Big fields. Alright. Clear. Not clear. Shoot. Okay, go up here and turn again. Where do we turn again here? Right here. At least this road's wet. Uh-oh, what we got going on over here? Trucks all over the road. What's going on? Got a semi and a dump truck. What's going on? Oh. Got a big crane over here. Got some sort of construction site here. What the heck is going on here? Got a bunch of deliveries, it looks like. What are they building here, I wonder? What is this site? What's going in over here?
tower for something.
Oh, probably cellular.
Yep.
I love watching them rig up the tower. I've done a lot. I've done some tower work, so it's fun to watch them erect. I like anything that crane can.
I watch them, but I ain't going up there.
Oh, I'll go up there. Have a good day. It looks like a new cellular tower going in, because that's for sure. Service out here in the boonies is not so great. Why can't we go, dude? Truck is off the road. We got flagman on the road here. What is their malfunction? Yeah, looks like a new cellular tower. A big load of stuff going there. Oh. All right. I know I'm getting to know this route pretty good, almost like a local. 61. That's it. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Can't. This road is not so straight, so you got to pay attention. There's a couple curves on this road that will bite your behind. I think this is the one. It's a downhill to the right. It got me. It got me puckered up one night. Ooh, yeah, it snuck up on me. A little back to the left here. My side of the road has got lots of slop on it, lots of drifting stuff. The other side of the road's pretty wet. There's some big fields out there. That's big fields. Ooh, little slippy, little slippy. You can feel the puckering factor going. How much pucker can you handle? Ooh, it's bright out here. Even with these sunglasses, it's bright as man. I can use darker sunglasses. All right, nothing but. Ooh. Okay, that truck turned. Oh. What are all those green trucks?
.com/K-Smart Checking. KeyBank is member FDIC.
At Go Auto, we know car insurance can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be. Go Auto helps you save more money on car insurance. Call 888-566-5505 to get your free quote. So how do we do it? Well, that's easy. We have no commission agents, no expensive add-ons, low down payments. You can customize your payment plan, and you choose your payment date. Just call 888-566-5505. Go online at GoAutoInsurance.com. Come by, or you can download our app to get a free quote and start saving today. Go on!
I usually drive this late at night, just past the sheriff back there sitting in the parking lot. Right where the speed limit changes. I don't even know what the little town is here. I never figure it out. They got a post office here. I don't think I ever looked on the map to see what this is here. If you blink, you'll miss it. This little Fairfield, Ohio. North Fairfield, Ohio. North Fairfield, Ohio. Oh, get out of the way, birds. Don't want to get hit.
You'll be on your way to speaking a new language in just a few weeks.
Maybe it will fly at a time, a couple of thousand meters or so. And but the idea is it's a technology demonstrator. One of the things that you can do as you explore is you can bring along slightly more risky, slightly lower cost things to try out in an environment that you just don't really enjoy very often on Earth. The Martian atmosphere is very, very thin. It's only about the density of the atmosphere here on the surface of Earth. And so because of that, I mean, how do you design a helicopter that can fly in practically no air? And also this idea that it has to be autonomous. So we're not going to be able to control it with a joystick because it's too far away. The light signal takes too long to travel for us to do that. So it's a test of powered flight, of autonomy. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be interesting to see the cameras, kind of tootling over the Martian surface. So as we said before, there's going to be sort of an extension of human senses on Mars this time. There will be microphones so we can hear aspects of the entry, descent, and landing. Maybe we'll hear wind on Mars, so you hear the rover actually working on Mars. And then we have this new idea of being able to fly, a test. So as I mentioned, this is a small powered flight helicopter. It is meant as a technology demonstrator, and hopefully it'll pave the path for even greater things to come.
Well, another member of our Apex class slowed the exploration of Mars. Lunar landing in 1969, NASA predicted we would have a man on Mars by the year 2020. Who wants to fill that one? Nadia?
Here's my turn. We're getting pretty close.
Again, I think there were these ideas. We were sending a lot of spacecraft there in the 1960s and the 1970s, and everything that we were finding out was new and exciting and incredibly compelling. Because it was the first time that we really got to see that the Martian landscape, like it had once been covered with water, or at least it's sure like this for clarifications. So we're going to see that there really wasn't life there that was going to be easy to find. And I think that was when we got into a lull in the Mars program, kind of in the 70s and 80s. And then things went back up again once the Allen Hills meteorite turned up, and that was in the mid-90s. Scientists had discovered what they thought were possible signs of a fossil life and which Mars and Mars program and starting so that helped to rejuvenate Mars today. Now what we have is the warming thing. Of course, we know meteorite is Mars has waxed and waned over the decades, kind of the issue of how likely it is to find life there.
Well, as someone who's watched far too many science fiction movies, this email from Jamie resonates with me. With all this talk about the potential for life on other planets, what precautions should we take to ensure that we are not bringing some sort of life form back to Earth that may cause irreparable damage to our own well-being? We have just about 30 seconds here, Michelle. Can you fill that one?
Absolutely. I mean, at NASA, we actually have an entire office of what we call planetary protection, and that's to protect the environment of the Earth from any samples that are taken and brought back, but also as well to protect the environment of, say, Mars. I mean, we want to make sure that we don't contaminate other worlds as we visit them. So I always thought that would be a great thing to be the planetary protection officer. But there's a protocol that is very, very strict when it comes to returning these samples and storing them. And this is true also with our missions to, say, asteroids. The recent OSIRIS-REx
by team. We're discussing all the different missions to Mars happening this month with Nadia Drake. She's a contributing writer Assistant Director for Science Communications at NASA. We're also hearing from you. Chris tweets, space exploration budget, government and private, is a drop in the financial ocean. We tried for 6,000 years to solve
This has got to be a landfill here. It's definitely man-made. Got to be a landfill. Oh. Big mound of something. Boat ramp. Oh, there's a lake up there? That's a dam or something? It's a reservoir or something.
Junior didn't like Senior too much.
There's some train car.
He couldn't help himself, and before long, his orchestra schedule in Vienna was as full as follows. His famous piece had an inauspicious premiere on this date in 1860.
All these little towns out here are big old railroad towns. Willard is still a very big railroad town. Thank you, Mr. Compton. Cornfields. A lot of soybean. Oh, there's a train going. Actually, it's just a couple engines. This is a big Norfolk Southern town here. Huge. There's a huge Norfolk Southern rail yard here. A lot of soybeans grown out here and corn. Oh, I'm tired. Ooh, that's an old Lincoln. Ooh. All right, where do we turn? Here we are. Neil Zick Road. Neil Zick Road. Neil got a road named after him. Neil Zick Road. Oh, I'm tired. think they should take their Trump signs down. He's not coming back. Oh. Oh. Not sure if I'm going to eat something or what. I'm tired though. Trailer park there. Looks like got some old trailers in it. An old trailer park. I never noticed it before. The Willard Mobile Home Park. Oh yeah. That's fine. I was in a really old mobile home park in Toledo the other day delivering. Had some pretty old trailers in there. Railroad tracks. There are railroad tracks all around this town. It's a major crossroad. Oh. Let's see. I'm going to try going this way this time. Yeah, I'm going to just do it. Do it like I always do it. Turn here. Drive all the way around. A lot of these small towns are all the same. There's a small hospital like this, and then this place is even attached. It's a big nursing facility, and it's big. I remember the first time I came here, I was like, "How big is this place?" It's pretty big. Almost every one of these good-sized little towns has the same kind of complex. It's a formula. There's the front entrance. Quick stop here and we'll be done with this. All right, take those off so I can see. All right, got that. Okay, fine. Where's my delivery? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Put a mask on. All right. All right, be right back. Got the phone. Ugh. All right. Oy. All right. Now we're out here and there's no work, right? Ugh. That's kind of a nice delivery. What is it, I wonder? Oh, there's a nice little delivery, actually. Oh, hello. Wonder if I should go after this. How far away am I from up there, though? That's far away. How far away am I? Uh, and then that's over there. Might be worth it. Well, we might be going to Sandusky. It's hard to see the phone. It's so bright out. All right. Ooh. All right. What are we doing? Tired. Uh-oh. Guess we're going to Sandusky. That was quick. Wow. What time is it? I gotta figure out how we're going north. How do we go north? All right. What? I can't see the road. We'll take 61 probably. 61. 61. Up to 20 again. And then over to 250, huh? 61 cuts across, intersects with 250 in Norwalk, and then straight up 61 to 250. Time is it? All right, here we go. Hey, Mary. No, I haven't slept. I've been driving all night. I got home into the driveway this morning, and then I ended up taking some more roadie trips by stupidity. Drove a bunch of those. Then I ended up with a delivery that ended up near my house. I'm in Willard, Ohio right now. If you look on a map. And then I just delivered, let's see, can you guys see out there to the nursing home here? I've been here many times. And then and then took this by mistake. I should have grabbed a different trip that paid better, but silly me. So now I'm heading up to Sandusky, Ohio for a pretty good trip. It's paying like $64. So every time I get over here, I get plenty of work. You, you took a 2 hour nap. Oh, hi, Mary. Two Marys here. Okay. Sorry, I didn't see that. It's so bright, it's hard to see the screen. It's very bright. I had to stop and buy some cheap sunglasses. See? Cheap sunglasses. $1 at the Dollar General. I had my $5 sunglasses that I bought at Five Below on this morning, and I took them off when I went in the house for a minute. I sat down with the cat for 20 minutes, and then I got up and left to come here. So, what's here? I'll show you what some of the. Oh, come on, phone. Oh, my phone mounts broke last night. I got to buy all new phone mounts. So a lot of these 2 lane roads I'm driving are fairly kind of covered. Could be pretty slick if you're not careful. The major 2 lane roads are just wet. They've salted them. So we got like 3 or 4 inches this morning, like they said, and we're supposed to get 8 more. Maybe when I get up Sandusky, I'll take some time to look for some phone mounts after this delivery. Actually, the delivery goes to Fremont, Ohio, so it's 33 miles from Sandusky, but it's pretty good delivery, so I need to take it. Not sure what it is. It's something kind of large, but it'll fit in here. I hate that they don't tell you what it is. I delivered let's see, what I delivered a nice expensive microwave this morning. I tried to deliver a power tool, but the factory I went to, nobody seemed to know who the guy was. That's just bizarre. So I had to take that back, but I got paid for it. And big fields out here. I mean, fields as far as the eye can see. And then I delivered a bathroom vanity, and then I just brought these meds out here. And who knows what we're picking up now. Well, remember, Mary, how I was complaining about how I wouldn't get some trips because they have this new Baba is on YouTube. Dano's here. Well, I changed my type of vehicle in the settings. I figured out I'm going to try changing my type of vehicle. It worked. Now I can get these stupid deliveries that fit in my car, but they don't think I can take them. Am I in the right road? Oh, silly me. I should have turned there. Hold on. I forgot. I got to cut over one more road. All right, let me get back to normal here. I figured I'll try it, because I was at that Home Depot this morning, and guys were picking up some trips that I saw, and they didn't have a truck, and I'm like, how are they doing that? You know, one was a good delivery, $47 delivery. I was pissed that I couldn't get it. It was a freaking little push snowblower. I'm like, what the heck? How come I can't get this? So I said, I'm just changing the type of vehicle. All right, I got to turn around. Railroad tracks, major line here. This is major line here. You don't want to get in the way of these things. I gotta turn. I'm gonna turn around. I could probably go up this way a little more. Or let me see here. Can I go up here? Hold on. Where the heck are we at? Where am I at? I should be able to. Where's the road at? Where's 61? Am I at 61? I gotta cut over. Yeah, I better go back to the corner there. They kind of parallel each other, but then they get a little farther apart. All right, let me turn around here. Oh, there's a hawk. There's a hawk circling the fields. Oh, okay. Oh, Manesh is here. Hello. All right. All right. All right. Now we're back on track. Uh, Now the roads will just be wet, basically, because I'm on fairly major, fairly major two-lane roads. This road's got some snow covering, drifting over, but I'm only on it for a minute here. Some of the roads I took had lots of snow cover. All right, here we go. Turn on 61 here, go north. Is this a four-way stop? No. Wait for these two cars. And we're off. All right, you guys. I can't see anything anyhow. It's so bright. I gotta look at the map. That's right. This is a lake over here. What is this, Willard? That up on. I never noticed the signs, but see, I'm out here. I came out here most of the time at night. Pitch black. Can't see anything.
So let's keep looking up. Well, I think a little happy with pushing the button for my bed music. But anyway, hopefully you're having a wonderful day today. Hopefully you're staying warm too. The weather is about to get nasty, and so you just stay safe today. And just pray about it. Pray about what time you should leave.
Change that channel.
Trapped in their homes, and they were going to just get, COVID and die. So this nursing home scandal, it's horrible right now.
It is. It's very, very sad, and I know how that hits you. It's home for you, very much so with your mother, like you said. So we need to be praying for, let's pray for all of the deceased, especially those still suffering from the virus, the pandemic. Let's pray for an end to it, whatever an end might mean. And our producer, Michael Birchfield, says they have confectionery 3D printers that combine the ingredients and print it like cupcakes. So I'm not really sure about that.
Is that without the calories?
I don't know. You may be onto something there.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Happy day after St. Valentine's Day. We know it's the President's Day, and things are closed, and people are still on an extended little vacay. But we want to hear from you guys. This is In the News show. It's a very popular show, and we'd like to see what's on your mind and your heart of what's traveling through the news cycles. So please call in at 833-8986.
Another call.
Just for millions of Americans, Oklahoma City plunged to a record low 6 degrees below zero this morning. The last time it got even close to that cold was more than a century ago.
Wow.
Alana Rocha, a reporter at the Texas Tribune, woke up to an unfamiliar scene. Here she is with her 4-year-old daughter Remy and 17-month-old son Patrick.
We are in Austin, Texas. I woke up this morning. It was outside.
Oh.
They did it.
Oh.
Okay. How beautiful is our
But it's also dangerous. Joining us now is Mark Elliott, a meteorologist and storm specialist at the Weather Channel based in Atlanta. Mark, busy day. Thanks for making time for us.
Oh, absolutely. You're not kidding.
Yeah, and first let's focus in on Texas because we do not hear about snow and cold like that very often. How unprecedented have the conditions been in Texas?
I mean, by all measures, this is just an incredible weather pattern that led to some incredible weather that's really not done yet. I mean, as an example, you were just hearing that family in the Austin area have single-digit low temperatures of 8 times in the long recorded history of the Austin area. I mean, this is an impressive cold air outbreak by all measures. And to see the snow across Texas, very impressive as well. San Antonio officially had 6 inches of snow from this storm.
Wow.
Wow, well, this has been going on for a few days because there was recently that terrible pileup around Fort Worth where 9 people died. And it now looks like every county in Texas is under a state of emergency. And we're seeing millions of people there who don't have power because of the burden on just so, how dangerous is a storm like this?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit underappreciated how stressed the body can get when underneath these extreme cold conditions. You have to take all kinds of precautions. I mean, everyone was saying, don't go traveling unless you absolutely have to, and I think most people are listening to that. But have blankets in the trunk of your car in case you do get stuck somewhere. Know where those extra blankets are in your house in case you lose power for an extended period of time. It is not a comfortable thing to go through. We'll put it that way.
Right, and when wind chills are that low in a place like Texas where it doesn't happen very often, it might be worth it for people to know, like, what does it feel like and how dangerous, how long can you be exposed to that kind of weather?
In single-digit temperatures, like we are forecasting into central, even portions of southern Texas, along with wind chills that will be even colder than that, frostbite outside in a matter of minutes. So yes, it's fun, right? You have the kid. There's a fun side to this novelty of snow in Texas, but you do need to protect your skin. You need to make sure that you're getting breaks and getting warmed up because you can really get hurt if you're out there too long.
Yeah, and it is not just Texas, as we said. Neighboring Oklahoma, they've gone days now without getting above 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and even Seattle has gotten about a foot of snow. So how widespread is this system across the country?
Yeah, a couple of different storms are rotating through what's a bigger trough of low pressure across, say, the eastern two-thirds of the country, but then that trough also extends into the Pacific Northwest. So that's the storm pattern. Storms coming into the Pacific Northwest, diving very far south into central or even southern Texas, and then turning the corner, going through the mid-south, and eventually into the northeast corridor. So everybody along that path is seeing ice or snow. Anyone north of that path is in the extreme cold air. And yes, there is another storm waiting in the wings, so many of the same areas that we've been talking about are going to get snow again for the middle and end of the week, including North Texas. The Dallas area could see significant snow again. Little Rock could see significant snow. Memphis could see significant snow. I mean, these are areas that don't get snow every season, so to be talking about it twice in 1 week is just one more example of how incredible this weather pattern really is.
I mean, is it normal? I guess what you've been describing, no, it's not normal actually. So what's causing it all to happen?
Yeah, so there's a loaded question, right? Because weather will always happen, and long-term averages are made up of weather extremes, and so it's winter. You're going to see winter weather, but you don't see this kind of winter weather every year. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's so cold." You said climate change and global warming. There is a ironic component to that as the poles form at different levels, it messes with the polar vortex. I'm sure people remember hearing about that from a couple of years ago. As that slows down, that strong corridor of wind around the Arctic that keeps that cold air locked up, it gets all kinds of wind.
We just passed by Peru, Ohio. It's over there. You're in Peru. I love all the small town names. I don't think I've ever driven this stretch of road. Probably not. It's always hard to get radio stations out here too.
Well, these new higher fatality numbers that we are getting are coming on the heels of Attorney General Letitia James' findings that the fatalities may have been undercounted by 50%. So now we're seeing around 15,000 people in long-term care facilities, and that includes nursing homes and other adult care facilities who have died of COVID-19.
This aide that we're talking about, Melissa DeRosa, said in a phone call last week that the state did not report this data that you're talking about because it feared it would be subject to an investigation by the Justice Department under former President Trump. And they weren't sure whether this data would be used against them. Sydney, what exactly does she mean when she says used against them?
So she appeared to have been referring to a federal investigation by the Trump administration, and just based on what she had told lawmakers in that call, it seemed that she felt like the data was going to be politically used against the governor and Democrats in the state. And, she's referencing how former President Donald Trump had been tweeting out against Democratic governors. Melissa DeRosa is next to Governor Andrew Cuomo throughout the whole pandemic. She's his aide and has been at these famous
big church over there out in the middle of nowhere.
State lawmakers came to light last week when the New York Post wrote that story.
We're getting close to Norwalk, Ohio. Norwalk's a pretty good sized town. A lot of manufacturing plants located there. A lot of auto part manufacturers.
That was the best way to handle the situation, but of course now we're seeing with how she explained it privately to lawmakers, which is now in public, the state felt that because it had been politicized, it was okay to withhold the full scope of how many people had died. And I think when she's saying used against them, she's really referring to politically used against them.
Right, but the Justice Department wasn't the only ones asking for this data. New York State's legislature was also requesting it, and now there have been these calls for Governor
That's a
Cuomo
wild
to
big
step
house.
down.
Wow.
They're also talking about removing his emergency powers. What are lawmakers in both parties saying about this in the state?
Yeah, so Democratic lawmakers released a joint statement last Friday calling for the governor's expanded emergency powers to be removed. And then Republican lawmakers in the state are calling for Cuomo to resign altogether.
The entire country was watching Governor Cuomo during the early days of the pandemic. He's carefully cultivated his response to the pandemic with these daily briefings and really his very frank language and transparency. Has he responded at all to these allegations? How much of his reputation will be tarnished?
So he has not directly responded. There hasn't been a press briefing over the weekend, and he was in Washington.
Excuse me.
And as for how much this
I think we're going underneath the Ohio Turnpike here. Not sure. No signs. I don't know. I can't remember if it's here or farther north. Oh, where are we at here? There's a lake over there. We're in Norwalk. National Guard Armory here.
To fully understand what exactly happened over the course of the past several months here.
Sydney Pereira with Member Station WNYC. Sydney, thank you so much for this update.
Thank you so much for having me.
And you're listening to Here.
Oh, excuse me.
For COVID-19 patients, in addition to illness, there are other dramatic side effects. This therapist in Virginia started
Norwalk, the Maple City. Okay. Let's see, how do we get back on the right road here?
Today at 4 on Public Radio FM.
Guess we're on it.
Vaccines are figuring out how to tweak their recipes against worrisome virus mutations, and regulators are looking to the flu as a blueprint if and when
What the
shots
heck
need
is
an
that?
update. Studies are raising concern that first-generation COVID-19 vaccines don't work as well against a mutant that first emerged in South Africa as they do against other versions. Thousands of people are waiting at the U.S.-Mexico border
order to claim asylum, falsely believing they will be able to enter the U.S. now that former President Trump is out of office. President Biden has made some major changes but has not lifted the major restrictions. Guinea has officially declared it has an Ebola epidemic after at least 3 people have died and 4 others have been infected in that West African nation. Neighboring Sierra Leone and Liberia have put their citizens on high alert. You're listening to Hearing Now. Clapping between movements of classical music has long been frowned on, but pianist Yasim Bronfman welcomes the spontaneous reaction.
I love it. I love the applause between the movements. I think that there's certainly some costly for applause.
Next time with the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, Bronfman joins Riccardo Muti for Beethoven's 4th Piano Concerto, also Mendelssohn's Reformation Symphony. I'm Lisa Simeoni.
Monday evening at 8 on WGTE FM Toledo.
I'm Frank Dominguez. Join me each week for Concierto, a celebration of the Latin contribution to classical music. From classic composers such as Enrique Granados to contemporary conductors such as Gustavo Dudamel, the Hispanic heritage.
I don't know much about Norwalk. I've never really been out here. I did some work out here. It's got some grand old homes. I mean, look at this house here. Coming by. Look at this big Victorian. It's got some beautiful homes. I did some work here decades ago in an auto parts factory. Never came here for much of anything. It's got some grand properties here. Wow, look at the size of these houses. Jeez. I guess we're going to go right into downtown here to turn. A couple more churches there on the right. Maybe I can give you a little better of a view for a minute. Another big old church. Historic downtown Norwalk. Barry's Restaurant. I think I've heard of this restaurant. I think I've heard about that. It looks closed though. Looks closed. Oh, I gotta turn 250 west. That's the way I gotta turn. I gotta turn back there. Ichiban. Oh. Alright. Well, get the 1 penny tour of downtown Norwalk here. Then we'll turn around. Norwalk Theater. Steering wheel tray. How far is Dayton? From here, Dayton is 2.5, 3 hours maybe. Another church there. Look at all the churches in this town. Here's a church here. Look at this big monster. These are typical churches you'll see in a lot of these Ohio towns. They look a lot like this. A lot of this kind of stonework. I mean, there's towns full of churches. Wow. Oops. Well, pray for sunshine. Why? All right, turn that around. All right, put you back there. All right, let me go back to find my route here. Baldoff's. Baldoff's Carpet and Upholstery. Oh, am I going the wrong way? Maybe I'm going the wrong way. That's what you get for watching signs, right? Ohio Turnpike. Oh no, here we are. Okay. This is the right way. The office bar. Remember, just tell everybody you're at the office. You're at the office. Here's the post office. That looks like the fire department. The Scrub Do Pet Wash. The Scrub Do Pet Wash. Did I miss a turn? Where's my... Oh, it already... Oh, I'm on the right road. Okay. Alright, that was weird there. Turn right here. Okay. Alright. Sandusky, Ohio next. The home of Cedar Point. Where's Rack, man? Where's Rack? He'll be freaking out. I'll be this close to Cedar Point. He's probably hiding under his couch in Dallas because of the snow and the cold. He was going like this the other day. Ah! We're going to get snow! Too funny. Well, the worst thing in Texas right now is 2.5 million people have no power. 2.5 million people have no power. All their solar panels are covered over. All the windmills aren't working. Oh yeah, Cedar Point. I haven't been there since the '90s, so they've got big problems in Texas, man. Declared it a national disaster, so they can get help from the feds. They got big problems. Next few days are going to be tough. All right. Slow down, slow down. Turning. I guess I could have gone around them a little bit. Oh, yes. Wendy's, Pizza Hut, Suki, something, Drug Mart, Fargo's Food and Fun, McDonald's, Cashland and check cashing. What's back there? Walmart. The Brian Buffet. Does that sound like a restaurant you want to go to? The Brian Buffet. Let's go to the Brian Buffet. What's this? Got a funeral? Nope. Oh, conga line of snowplows. There it is. There's the conga line. 1, 2, 3 snowplows. Everybody do the conga. Dunkin' Donuts, Burger King, Econo Lodge, Casa Fiesta. Oh, look at that Mexican restaurant. Man, that place is lively looking. Wow. Arby's, Tractor Supply, Best Western, Dollar General, Taco Bell, Fisher Titus Medical, Bob Evans. Not a single local business. These are all national chains. It's pretty sad. Oh, hey, Linda. Oh, this is one of my last ones. I still have to buy it at BJ's. I keep forgetting about that BJ's you told me about. It's relatively close to me compared to the one I usually go to. All right. And I got another one I found in the fridge. I got a big orange one in the car too. That's an old mobile home park there. Rustic Ravines Mobile Home Park. That's an ugly place. Wow. Not a tree in sight at that mobile home park. Just old trailers. No trees or anything. Wow. That was ugly. That's the kind of trailer park that's probably got meth heads living in it. We're in Milan, Ohio, home of the Melon Festival. You know where Milan is. I bring you guys here all the time. The birthplace of Thomas Edison. This is the trip I missed up this morning. There was a delivery to Milan that paid really good, and I screwed up. I wasn't thinking. I touched the buttons too quick. Yeah, there's the road we go down to go in. No, up here. When I turn to go into Milan. Well, maybe we will get to visit Thomas today. I like to visit Thomas. Waffle House. Went for nude calendars all over the walls in the photos. What are we talking about? Nude photos. I'm lost. You guys keep that to yourselves. I'm gonna pay attention here. And this is where I turn to come on this road when I come from that direction. Now we're going into Sandusky. All right. Where are we at? Green light, green light, green light. Fire station. Brand new fire station. Looks like volunteer fire station because there's not a single car there. There's a little airport over here. Oh, Fin, Feather, and Fur Outfitters closed. Where are we going here? No-Tell Motel. Here's the turnpike. So where's Home Depot at here? Should be able to see it off of this road, I think. You're now entering the Erie Islands tourist zone. This is a big, big summer mecca for tourism up here. Cedar Point, the home of, literally the home of more roller coasters than anywhere on the planet. A gateway to the Lake Erie Islands. Trailer parks. Mary, thank you. Oh, Dano. Wow. Baba boom, Dano. Thank you, sir. I can buy a cup of coffee with that. I made my halves challenge last night by, I don't know, 15 or 10 people. Oh, she was looking for a trailer. Nude calendars. Okay, now that's funny. I get it now. Okay. We used to go to Texas and you could drink and drive. It was legal. It was totally legal for a long time. We would go from gas station to gas station buying six packs, driving out the boonies near Austin. Oh. We're coming into a major shopping area up here. Every freaking store in the world is up here, I swear. Everybody wants a piece of these tourist dollars. Oh, is this, oh, here's one of the, come on, phone, turn around. Oh, you stupid phone. Indoor water park, that one looks closed. No, maybe it's open. This is Kalahari Indoor Water Park. No, I didn't pass Home Depot. Don't mess with me. I'll hunt you down. Oh, it's just up here on the left. Made me look though, right? Oh, there's a little restaurant or diner called Danny Boy's. Somebody go look it up. There's a little place called Danny Boy's over there. It looks like a little diner. All these motels around here. Endless motels. Fireworks Superstore. Here's Route 2, which can take me back to Cleveland also. Yep, Sandusky. Lake Erie shores and islands. Sandusky's a pretty cool town. I've been wanting to come up here in some nice weather though, and really knock around. I don't know it that well, but there's a guy I know who works for the city here, and he posts about Sandusky all the time. They just put in this brand new, they redeveloped a pier downtown right on the water into a nice little park, kind of called Jackson Pier. All right, where's Home Depot? Oh, that Harley Davidson dealer closed? Wow. No, it looks open, I guess. Oh, there's Home Depot. Yeah, I'm in Sandusky. Ever go to Hippie Hollow on Lake Travis outside of Austin? LA guy. Hello, LA guy. Hippie Hollow. No, I don't know Austin that well. I've been down there a few times, but uh, I don't know it that well. I've got a lot of good friends down there, though. I mean, if I go down there, I'd most likely have some places I can stay. A couple transplants from Cleveland, and then other people I met through when I used to volunteer and lead trips for hosteling back in the day. We had a number of meetings in Austin, and then I took a big trip out of Austin where we met to go to. How do I get to Home Depot? I saw it. Um, took a big 2 week trip in Big Bend National Park. Home Depot's, where is it? It's back there. So, and my first time in jail was in Texas. All kinds of good times down there. I can turn here. The last time my uncle ever liked me was in Texas. All right. Gotten very drunk in Texas. Had some good times. Hello. No, they're closed today anyhow. Oh, the stubs. Yeah, no, I didn't hear what you said. Yeah, I got the stubs. Yeah. Yeah, President's Day, everything, all that stuff's closed. Yeah, I'll pay tomorrow. I'm in Sandusky right now. I'm running some deliveries up here. Okay, I'll call you. Okay, bye. All right. All right, we're here. Let me go inside and figure out what we're doing here. Okay. It's a pizza place. Thank you, Mary. I couldn't tell. It was too quick and didn't say anything. Chesapeake Loft Sandusky condos looks nice, close to the ferries. LA guy, yo, yo, first time there were more times. Yeah. Um, I guess at least four. I don't know. You're making me think. Oh, feels good to put some legs under me. All right. Figure this out now. How do we get it in here? Well, I've got to figure it out first. I got to get my tape measure, and they're coming out to help me. Thanks. Well, I'm gonna figure out where it's going.
I'm gonna get in a little basket. I'll be back.
Yep, I got to get my tape measure here. Where's my tape measure? Oh, look at that. In a second, I got to find a tape measure and figure out which way I'm going to do this. Because you can, let's see what it is. Pretty durable. Where's my tape measure? It's just here. I just saw it, literally. The car's a disaster. All right, let's move that. That's gotta move. Yeah, I think we can just. The wrong way. She's doing it like a casket. Yeah, beautiful. Thanks. Over to Fremont. Couldn't find my tape measure. Oh my gosh. Okay, what are you guys laughing about? 10 times, Dano? Wow, you beat me. Oh, as a visitor. I don't know that I've ever visited anybody in jail. I've been bailed out. So this is one shower door. Who is that there? Snow again. Yeah. Hey, ice. Oh, yeah. We got a little bit. We're going to get supposed to get 8 more inches tonight. Oh, I didn't take a photo. Hold on. I always hate all this stuff you got to do. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Yeah, the photo. Ugh. In and out of the car. All right, where are we going here? All right. Let me plug this in. All right, I went to the necessary room while they got the item for me. Okay. Let's see here. How do we go here? Let me look at this map. There's no easy way. I guess we got to go that way. So I need to get back out to 250 and then get on Route 2, it looks like. Yep. Okay. There's a plaza like this in Elyria. If you were in either one of them, you wouldn't know which city you were in. They all look alike. Oh my God. It's so sad. Oh, stop that, water bottles. The worst cup holders on the planet. Where's my sunglasses? It's been a while. Oh, since you've seen white? Oh, we got lots of snow. We're going to get lots tonight. All of Texas is white. Oh, that's another indoor water park. Maui Sands. Doesn't look open though. Looks boarded up. Closed up. Yep. Okay. Pick the speed up. I've got a semi trying to push me down the road. Literally, this guy's trying to push me down the road. He's going to pass me because I'm not going fast enough. Speed limit 70. Wow, I didn't realize that. Speed limit 70. We're out in the country, that's why. And people are passing me. Drive it like you stole it.
Congress is forging ahead on a relief bill with a nearly $2 trillion price tag. House Democrats hammered out the details of President Biden's plan last week, while senators were occupied with the impeachment trial of former President Donald Trump. This bill includes $1,400 payments to most Americans, but it has a few more hurdles to clear before President Biden can actually sign it into law. A bring in NPR congressional editor Deidre Walsh, joins us now with more. And Deidre, Biden has wanted to get direct payments out since day one of his administration. So what's the latest in this draft?
Good afternoon. Well, those $1,400 payments are in the House package that Democrats are finalizing this week. There was a push from centrist Democratic Senator Joe Manchin and some others to make those payments more targeted. But House Democrats are keeping the stimulus payments structured basically the same way they were for the last round. Individuals making up to $75,000 a year.
Hi, this is Dan with your shower door delivery from Home Depot. Should be there in about half an hour. If nobody's home, where would you want me to lean it against? Thank you. The Blue Hole of Castalia. An amazing wonder. The Blue Hole of Castalia. Ooh! Oh, I thought I was seeing something. Sorry. Remember when we were little kids, we always wanted to go to the Blue Hole of Castalia. All right, we'll get off Route 2 here. Firelands Winery. There's all kinds of wineries around here. Okay, I'm at the 6. Okay, Route 2. So how long it'll take? Shouldn't be far, actually. It's pretty close. This is a sweet little trip, paying good money. I can't read anything, sorry. Let me just do my thing here. Margaretta Township. Margaretta Township. You guys play nice with each other. Right? Yep, you better.
Won't even acknowledge the eviction moratorium in their courts, which leaves tenants with no option but to move. Stephanie Stokes of member station WABE reports.
Katie Dern liked living in Carroll County. She grew up in another rural part of West Georgia, and she wanted the same quiet lifestyle for her 4 kids.
That's what I like, walking down a dirt road to get on the school bus.
So when her family found a townhome community near a lake in Carroll County a couple of years ago, it seemed like a good fit.
It was completely furnished, and it was a beautiful place. So yeah, but this pandemic really messed up our lives, like a whole lot.
She and her husband both lost a mechanic. They were out of work for several months while they waited for unemployment, which still hasn't come through.
So we fell behind, we had to find a new job. It went downhill fast from there.
Eventually, their landlord filed for eviction. That's when her husband learned about the order from the CDC. It bans landlords from evicting tenants who are behind on rent during the pandemic. Dern's family filled out the CDC form showing they qualified before their court hearing.
We even went and got the paper notarized. That way, the judge knew that we did everything we were supposed to in a timely manner.
She says they showed up to the small brick courthouse in Carroll County feeling confident until they approached the judge. According to Dern, he didn't even look at the CDC paper. He told them Carroll County doesn't honor that.
I mean, he should have just ripped it up and thrown it in the trash, because that's how I felt when he said that.
That judge was Carroll County Chief Magistrate Alton Johnson.
CDC, as far as I know, has no control over Georgia courts.
He's one of at least 2 county judges in Georgia who are allowing evictions despite the CDC order. The CDC claims it has the authority to stop evictions because there's a public health emergency. Johnson told me he just doesn't believe that authority is greater than the state's.
It seems that you're in the minority in terms of how you're interpreting the CDC order, at least in Georgia. My understanding is that most judges are recognizing it.
I understand that.
Where do you think so many other judges have come to different conclusions?
I don't know. I think that if the federal government wanted to do this correctly, they would have done it by passing a law stating this is what we're going to do and properly compensate those that are out of resources or money.
He says he believes the federal eviction moratorium violates landlords' rights.
Certainly, no one likes to kick someone out of their home. But then again, when you have somebody who owns a mortgage, is it fair for that individual to bear the burden of what should be a government's responsibility? That's the way I look at it.
Johnson says he could be wrong. He's invited tenants to appeal to a higher court. But that's harder than it sounds, according to Susan Reeve. She works to prevent evictions at Georgia Legal Services. She says state law requires tenants pay the rent they owe while the appeal is pending, or leave the home.
Most of our clients, when they realize they're not going to be able to remain in possession, have to focus their energies on finding housing and alternative arrangements for their family rather than focusing on an appeal.
And they have little other recourse at the federal level. They can wait to see if the U.S. Justice Department will enforce the CDC moratorium. The order mentions landlords who violate it could face a $100,000 fine.
But that doesn't keep someone housed. That doesn't prevent someone from going into a shelter, and it doesn't prevent the spread of the virus.
And preventing the spread of COVID-19 was the justification for the CDC order. COVID-19 made Katie Dern's situation even more difficult. Judge Johnson ordered she leave the property and pay back $5,000 in rent. Soon after, her family tested positive for the virus. Dern said they were still sick when the 6 of them moved into their SUV. It was 2 nights before they got enough money for the hotel where they're staying now. Dern is still confused about her family's experience in court.
The CDC, which is federal, said that, if we did all of these things, then we couldn't be evicted. But this one county decided that they could make their own rules.
So this is her conclusion.
I don't advise anybody to move to Carroll County, move to another county.
She says her family plans to leave as soon as they can. For Here and Now, I'm Stephanie Stokes. You're listening to Here and Now.
For COVID-19 patients, in addition to illness, there are other traumatic side effects. A music therapist in Virginia started a weekly support group for COVID patients to help them deal with social isolation and loneliness.
We know that music is this, this portal, this instrument that the brain connects with.
That story this afternoon on All Things Considered from NPR News. Today at 4 on Public Radio FM 91.
I'm Susan Levy. The World Health Organization has granted an emergency authorization to the coronavirus vaccine made by AstraZeneca and Oxford University. The move should allow AstraZeneca's partners to ship millions of doses to countries worldwide as part of a UN-backed program. Dr. Anthony Fauci has won a $1 million award from a private Israeli foundation for courageously defending science during the coronavirus pandemic. The Dan David Foundation named Fauci. President Biden is facing mounting pressure at the border. Thousands are waiting to claim asylum, and more come each day, falsely believing they will be able to enter the U.S. now that former President Trump is out of office. Biden has made changes to Trump's immigration policies, but he has not lifted the major restrictions. Biden's administration hasn't said how or when it will act. You're listening to Here and Now.
Clapping between movements of classical music has long been frowned on, but pianist Yefim Bronfman welcomes the spontaneous reaction.
I love it. I love the applause between the movements. I think that there's certain pieces is asking for applause.
Next time with the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, Bronfman joins Riccardo Muti for Beethoven's 4th Piano Concerto, also Mendelssohn's Reformation Symphony. I'm Lisa Simeone. Monday evening at 8 on WGTE FM Toledo.
A road so straight you can tie the steering wheel and go to sleep.
A celebration of the Latin contribution to classical music, from classic composers such as Enrique Granados to contemporary conductors such as Gustavo Adolfo. The Hispanic heritage in classical music is extensive. You can hear it in English and in Spanish each time on concert. Monday at 10 p.m. Public Radio FM 94.
Cable guys working on the lines.
Funding for Here and Now comes from WBUR Boston and Staples, with supplies to get business done no matter where it gets done. From ink and toner cartridges to technology like webcams and networking accessories. More in Staples stores or staples.com. Staples.
It's Here and Now. Would you be more willing to go to a restaurant if you knew everyone working there had been vaccinated against COVID-19? Jason Berry hopes so. He's founder of Need Hospitality and Design in Washington, D.C. The restaurant company is planning to pay its workers to get vaccinated. Berry is joining other companies like Dollar General, McDonald's, Trader Joe's, and the Olive Garden by compensating workers to get a shot. Jason Berry, thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you for having me.
And what's the plan? How are you going to make this work for your employees?
Well, we wanted to have an opportunity to encourage everybody to get vaccinated. And I think the restaurant industry employees are a unique group because they're generally very young. They feel that they're going to live forever, as many young people do, and don't always have health insurance and don't always take good care of themselves. And so given that the virus has not focused on young people as much as older people and people with pre-existing conditions, we had to find a way to encourage our teammates to take better care of themselves. And so we came up with a plan to incentivize them to get vaccinated. And the plan is pretty simple. If you are an hourly employee, you're going to receive 4 hours of extra pay at your regular wage rate. And if you're a salaried employee, we're going to give you an extra day of paid vacation.
And help me do the math here just a little bit. So what kind of dollar figure does that look like for a typical hourly employee?
Minimum wage here is $15 an hour. The majority of our employees are tipped employees, so they receive minimum wage. About 300 employees right now And I don't have a calculator in front of me, but my guess is right around, $20,000. Plus the salaried employees adds a whole lot more, about 30 of those.
So who's eligible? Is it everyone from your office workers to the bus staff and bartenders, everybody?
Any employee, yep, absolutely.
All right, so the question is, when are they going to be eligible to get these shots? Because right now, not all frontline workers can get in line.
Well, we were supposed to be eligible February 1st. Of course, vaccines are pretty delayed, unfortunately, and hospitality is one of the essential groups, but not obviously at the top of the list.
Okay, so that's got to happen first before any of this can happen. But there are
absolutely
two reasons that I can think of doing something like this. Number one, it's probably, and number two, probably just the right thing to do. How did you make the decision to do this?
Well, definitely the latter was number one. It's the right thing to do for our teammates, given the concerns we have. And this is really one of the only businesses that I can think of where you're exposed to people with their mask off. You have to take your mask off to eat. And our staff, stays away from the tables as much as possible, but they have to visit the tables to bring them food and drink. And so that was really important to us to find a way to help protect our teammates. And secondly, you're right, it is good business. And I'm hoping that sharing what we're doing, what some other companies are doing, that we can encourage others in our industry to get their teammates vaccinated. I think that we need to find a way to communicate to the public that it's safe to eat in restaurants. And one of the ways we can do that is by sharing that our teammates are vaccinated. And, just like the health department in many cities will put a letter grade in your window, perhaps there's a way to say this restaurant is 96% staff vaccinated, or something along those lines, to encourage people to enter our restaurant and feel safe that they can eat there.
Is part of the issue that you're trying to overcome vaccine hesitancy on your staff? Have you heard of that? Do you think this would help?
I haven't heard directly from any of our staff that they're vaccine hesitant. I'm sure there are some when you have a population of 320. But yes, we feel that as the leaders of the company, if we believe in vaccines and we believe in science and health, hopefully they'll follow our lead if they're wishy-washy on what to do and take the vaccines when they're offered to them.
And have you had any outbreaks of COVID since the pandemic started inside your restaurants?
No outbreaks. In fact, not one contact tracing event since we reopened our restaurants in early June has occurred in any of our restaurants. And I'm really proud of that. We've had people that have had to, take time off because they may have caught COVID from some other place, but no contracted cases in the restaurants that we're aware of.
Jason, for a year now almost, I've been speaking with restaurant owners who've just taken a huge hit financially, emotionally. Some are barely hanging on, some have closed. But it's interesting because you appear to be doing quite well, and I see that you're opening several more restaurants this year. How are you able to pull that off at this time?
Well, we've got great investors. We've got great brokers who help us find locations, and we have a good reputation. I thought on March 16th last year, when all of my restaurants were closed, I thought my career was over and I have to go find a new job. It wasn't quite that simple, but it was one of the most emotional days I've had in my life. Once the dust settled a little bit and the government helped with the PPP immensely, the SBA helped with loans, and our landlords have been really good. We're fortunate enough to have big waterfront restaurants with a lot of patio space, and our landlords gave us more space to use so that we could get more tables outside. So there have been a few silver linings to this terrible cloud over our industry. Happy that those exist, and we know that we're going to come back from this, hopefully this spring or summer, as the world starts to settle post-vaccine and come out of this pandemic.
Jason Berry, founder of Mead Hospitality and Design. It's a Washington, D.C. restaurant company that will pay its workers to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Jason, thank you very much for speaking with us, and best of luck to you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
I'm curious what restaurants that company has in its portfolio. I think I heard about this guy before, how they were just, doing the right things.
Something, anything, feel good about her job as public health director.
I went out and gave vaccines in the nursing home because we are beat down.
Hillman was a physician assistant in her old life. Now she heads up public health in 2 rural counties on Colorado's eastern plains.
We were crying, happy crying. It's so nice to be able to do something that is appreciated and thank you.
Hillman hasn't heard a lot of thank yous since the pandemic began. She has gotten angry letters, emails, red one threat, the sheriff, district the state threats came home for Leanne Delon, director of West Outreach. She took up after being a social worker and a nurse. Last month, she was working at home on a Zoom call with local officials.
But then I kind of heard just some voices and something that I couldn't quite make out, and then I heard a loud banging. And so at the loud banging, I went into my window.
Outside, she saw about 20 protesters. 6 feet from her door, there was a man holding a huge sign that said, "End the lockdown."
And he was yelling, "A bad person lives here."
She told the officials on Zoom what was happening, then hung up and called the chief of police. Law enforcement came. Jalon says the protesters left after a few hours. There were no arrests.
I don't love being in this pandemic any more than anybody else. I don't love wearing masks. I miss seeing my friends and family.
Ohio Turnpike.
But this is my job, and if I didn't do the things that I'm doing as a public health director, I would be negligent in my duties.
Ironically, Jalon says, she's also faced threats from people who don't think the COVID-19 restrictions go far enough. Jalon has faced this outpouring of anger for many months, just like her counterpart in Gunnison County, Joni Reynolds. Police have been monitoring threats against her since April. On the day of the insurrection in D.C., Reynolds heard about a new post on social media.
I mean, they just talked about what to do with me and whether they should sue me or whether they should have a protest at my house or whether they should hang me from a branch of justice.
Stories like this from Reynolds, Jalon, and Hillman have led to what one public official calls a brain drain since the pandemic began. And it's happening public health have resigned or been fired since the start of the pandemic. Here in Colorado, about a dozen of the state's 50 public health directors left their job. That the state representative Dear
the pandemic, it's really concerning to lose that expertise because people aren't allowed to do their jobs safely because they're having to worry about if somebody's going to target their family health.
Paravel is responsible to protect the personal information of state and local healthcare workers. It won't fix the problem altogether, especially in the short term. Jalon says she plans to see
there is that needs to
and
Need to stop and look at them. Just the better way to do this. Crazy.
Radio broadcast. The director Manfred Hunt conducts the orchestra, guest soloists at the Fountains Choir of Pittsburgh, in a theatrical performance of Bach's St. John Passion, made possible by UBMC from PRX.
Tuesday evening at 8 on FM 91.
or or
At 10 p.m. WGEFM.
just uh, Phil and so yeah, things out here can be pretty hard. All right, I go look at this map. If I go through town, makes more sense than the. I don't know. Does that make more sense than the bypass? I see what they're trying to do here. Put me on the bypass. Then come around. That seems crazy. All right, this street comes straight back down to there. That street's up at an angle. There's only one across the river there. That's 20. Where am I at? If I just keep going straight, hit 20, take a right. Yeah, I'm going to do that. What is that place that has this thing? Orchard. Accounting. Maybe to drop your taxes on. Stuttering, yeah. It's the truth. Excuse me. This town's got a lot of factories. Factory here. House. Firehouse. Nice big new firehouse. Down the hill. Wait, yeah, I was here the other day. That's right, we came through here. When I was, this is, I came through here the other day, coming back from somewhere else. Okay, turn right here. Yeah, we came through. That's right. That's right. I came back on 20 from Toledo. That's when we came here. This sort of looks fun, I think. It's the Huron.